Hello? Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm doing a game called Stationeers today, if you can't tell by that great big label up there. And I'm hoping I can tell you how to survive. At least for a little bit. So we're going to start a new world. And we're going to go to the moon, Mars, Europa. Personally, I really like Europa. As a robot, perfect. Lovely. Excellent this time of year. Cooling, refreshing. You can run overclocked all the time. 24/7. Perfect. But for humans, you humans out there, you need the moon or Mars. So we're going to go with Mars because it's slightly more interesting than Desolate Gray. Instead, we can have Desolate Red. And hello there, welcome to you. How are you tonight? So we're going to go visit Mars. The interesting thing with Mars is that it does have some atmosphere already, so you do get some benefits from that. And the gravity is closer to Earth's, though still lighter, which can make it a little easier to navigate. As I've said, I really enjoy Europa. At least I think that's the one. I haven't played in a bit. It's been at least a few months. Okay, next. And since I am just teaching today, we're doing straight up creative because I'm looking to have fun, not hurt myself, because this game will hurt you if you're playing any of these without other people. That's one thing that I have learned. Start with the basics. Yep, this is the standard stuff that the game will start you with when you land there. It'll give you some food and water. It'll give you a bunch of boxes of supplies. Save name already exists. Ardmars. Sure. Yep. Is that weirder than Mars Ard? Ardmars? That's okay. As I tell everybody, you show up when you can. And I always post the streams after. I just have it set to automatically do it. I'm a little robot. Watch me build. So the first thing you'll notice once you're out here is that there ain't a whole lot. Except you, your lander, and your pod. So first thing you want to do is get up some stuff, like foundation to build on. And about which box is it? I think it's the yellow box. Where's the yellow box? And do I have the light equipped? I have a mod installed so that I can equip a lamp on the robot, because the robot usually only comes with night vision. They don't start with a headlamp. Every other species gets a headlamp. This is what robots get. Which, yeah, it works, but it's not the nicest to look at continuously, and it makes it hard to differentiate colors specifically. Here's the construction supplies. Let's pull it down from here. Oh, hey, let me open. Oh, I need to open this and get out the wrenches. Where's my wrench? Here's my wrench. F? Yes. It'll take me a moment to remember what the controls are. The controls are not simple. But once you learn the rhythm to them, it's not that bad. I usually just disconnect these, pile them all together. Makes it easier than continually running around this thing trying to find what I'm looking for. So the way you use the inventory is that you hit the number on the left side corresponding to what part of your inventory you want to open, so my belt, and I am selected on that tool item. If I use my mouse wheel, I can scroll through them. And when I'm on one, I can use F to swap what is currently in my hand, the highlighted item currently being my wrench. I can swap that to the highlighted item in my inventory there. And the same applies for if I set it over something else, I can swap it to a different item, like this. They almost went bad. Oh, sounds like good. It was only an almost. Always good when it's just an almost. Close calls are not fun, though. Where's the sun? Where are you? Right there? Okay. Yep, it's a bit wobbly. Come on. Drop that. Gonna set these out. What else we got here? Airlock supplies. Oh yeah, that's a really important one for the humans in the group. They kind of like doing this thing called breathing, like respiration. I don't really get it myself, but they seem to be really fond of it. They start gasping and like getting all dramatic when they don't have it. It's very strange. But when they got it, they're happy. Fuel tank. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Well, I'm glad you're okay then. Let's see. Get everything open. No, the rest of them I put right side around. Let's see. I want the foundation pieces first, which are going to be the frames. Iron frames. So grab those. And it's selected in my hand right now, so I can right-click to be in the place mode, and then left-click to place it down. But that's not all of it. No. No. So item gets placed. We're going to place a 3x3. Actually, I'm going to start with just this much, so that I can explain the other parts and pieces. And I'll set this portion as the airlock. Okay, I'm going to do a 3x2 with a 1-bit portion for the airlock system. So we can hit right-click to exit that mode, run back over here, stow those away by hitting left-click, place it back in. Already crashed once at that speed. Not fun. No, definitely not. No, definitely not. Even just going off the road at that speed is terrifying. The next part I need is I need to grab the iron sheets. And I'm going to use E to swap my hand, the active hand. You'll see down on the bottom it switches which is highlighted. I'm going to go into my inventory, 6 for my belt. Change to the welder. Hit F to equip that. yeah, the controls here are something else. And then you can right-click to activate it. And as long as the sheets are in your other hand, you can use those to weld. And build. And don't forget to turn off your welder because it will keep running. And it will keep using its fuel. And you will regret that a lot. Okay, there. Build a room size greater than 6 grids? What does that even mean? What is 6 grids? Do you have a box of grid squares, please? Oof. Yeah, you definitely want to wear a bit more than the t-shirt. Invest in some good leather. Something like that. Although there probably are pretty good materials nowadays that are composites, too. What was I doing? Good thing I'm a robot and I can just kind of stand here and stare at the sun for 1,000 years if I want to. Ah, it's a good thing. Anyway. Yeah, I gotta get this built. And the humans will complain about it. That's what they do. They love complaining. All the time. Hmm. Hmm. Walls. I can put up the walls now. Wall. Do 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 do. Sun's going down. Do I have the lamp in my inventory somewhere? It does not appear so. Might be something I need to spawn, and I do not remember how. How do I do that? Oh, I know that there's a button for it. Come on. I'm just trying to get me a lamp. F3? Is that the one? F3. Nope, that's the actual console. That's actually not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the console as in add stuff. Where's cheat screen? I don't care what you call it. Come on. Am I just missing it? Is it literally right in front of my eyes and it's just not showing at all? Is it under help? Maybe? Quantity modifier? What is that? Is it this one? Nope, it's not that. Is it this one? Nope, not that. I thought I was in creative mode. Wasn't I? I forgot something. I don't know what. Toggle info, cancel, hide all windows. Nope, that's not it. Inventory. Yeah, I've already been in there. Ah, dynamic panel. I think that might be it. Okay, let's try that. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Lamp. Literally all I'm looking for. A single lamp. Come on. That's all I wanted. Alright, now how do I equip this? I have no idea what spot in my inventory it goes in. It needs a battery. Come on. Here. Take that one. Yeah, I actively encourage playing this in creative mode until you are kind of used to how it works. It is a extremely punishing game, even if you know what you're doing. It will punish the smallest mistakes to an absolute extreme. Oops, that's not right. There we go. Okay. And now I want to equip it. How do I equip it? How do I do that? Come on. I just feel like everything works right up until it doesn't. And I can't figure out why. Oh well, we're using night vision for now, I guess. I tried. I don't remember how to do it. It'll take me a moment. Okay, this piece is done. I've got walls now. Alright, so walls... I hate these walls. These ones are ugly. They're this iron, dumb, junky looking thing that would never actually get used in this sort of situation. Just, come on. You need something that'll actually survive. Iron windows. I'm gonna put in a couple of these. I'm trying, let's see. I want them to be on the outside like this. Because the side you'll build on, if you want them inside, will be opposite of it. If that makes sense. Sure. Yep. And this one, we're just going to place a bunch of these. this one. I think it depends on what you're trying to upload from where. I know I have to use the stream key to do what I'm doing, at least. Could be something to do with that. I'm just gonna make this a window. Also a window. And just throw the rest. Wait, nope, I need a roof. Stop that. There we go. Took it long enough, but it got there. Okay, that part's done. Throw that away. Let me sit and see if I can make this thing work again. Headlamp. How do you function? How do I make you work? How do I make you happy? Come on. Help me out. Help me out here. That's not what I need. But that's not helpful. That's down in your hands pointing at nothing. How is that helpful? Look how dark it is out here. Look at this. I can't see a thing. I can see some stars. Not much else. It's very moody. What's your upload speed? That could be something to do with it. Oh, let's see. Let me... Why is this not working? Okay, so it's clicking those when I'm on them like that. It's not... Oh, that time it decided to. Why then? Why then? I'd been hitting that button already. Why then? Huh? Okay, whatever. As long as it works. Turn on? How do I turn on? There we go. Got it. Turned it on. Oh, this is awful. Wow. Night vision rocks. In comparison, I can actually see that. Look, I can't even tell it's over there. I can't even tell it's over there. Alright, what's the next parts and pieces I need? Let's see. Oh, area controller. Power controller, that's good to have. Grab that. Probably gonna need to build a little frame platform to put power systems on. I'm just gonna go ahead and build it like right here. Nope, over here. Where's my sheets? There they are. I keep hoping I go in the right direction. Don't need that right now. Do need this right now. You know what? While I'm at it, I might as well do the rest of it. There's, Oh, I just need the sheets. I don't need to use that. It'll just let you place it. No need for extra work. We should have made... Actually, I'm going to replace 3 of those with windows. I'm going to do. Go over this. Yeah. There's a significant difference in visibility between night vision, in which I can clearly still see the hills in the distance, and lamp, in which I cannot even see the lander anymore. Oh, humans, you so funny. Alright, crowbar. I'm going to replace, I think, this one, and this one. Then I need the angle grinder to get rid of the piece. Got it. Pick them up. And replace them with the window. Got it. Any recommendations for the summer sale? I don't know. I've been kind of looking through it myself, and I don't know. There's not really a ton I'm looking for at the moment. I've looked at some of the stuff in DCS, but none of the discounts are really where I want them to be yet. Kind of similar with a few other games, too. I saw a racing VR game, though, that was on sale 90% off. That was interesting. I think it was one of the Assetto games. Depends on what you're looking for. Really. I've been thinking Gates of Hell. That's the... No, I'm thinking of Hell Let Loose. Gates of Hell is the, like, strategy game, right? The one that's after... Is it... Oh... What's the one? Ostfront? Was it? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played those games. What am I looking for? This is the other reason I'm playing on creative, because I would get distracted, run out of battery, and then just die here. Ah, glass. That's what I needed. I needed glass. Of course. Gates of Hell. I'm trying to remember what game that is, because it sounds so familiar, like I've looked at it before. Hold on, I'm taking a look. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, Call to Arms. Yeah, I actually do have it on my wish list. I always kind of pay attention to whatever's in the wargaming space for different things. Yeah, I'm always interested in ones that take that approach. I've yet to see anybody really pull it off in a strong way because, well, it's just hard to do. But I'm always rooting for anybody that tries. Oh, are you kidding me? No, that's not acceptable. That is in no way acceptable in any way. Nope, don't think so. Do not think so. You are getting ripped out of there. Can I pull this other piece out? There we go, got it. Don't need that. And then pull the rest out. Tried Hearts of Iron 4. This is a bit too much. Yeah, I can see that. It's... And especially depending on what you're going in for. I think Hearts of Iron tries to cover too much in terms of the politics stuff, when a lot of the players there are looking to play the war game aspect. Strategic Command, I think. Or what's that other one? Command... I can't remember the name of it. Command Modern Operations. CMO? That's a pretty crazy level of detail one, but it pretty explicitly focuses on the military aspect. And hello there, welcome to you. Never been able to figure out how the war part works in Hearts of Iron. There's a lot to unpack there with what goes into it and the planning and having to set up your officers. It's a very deep subject that you can get really hung up in the weeds about. Basically boils down to, though, you make a front in which your soldiers all like to sit on, and then you make an arrow and you tell them, take front, move it that way. That's about it. That is the bare basic of military maneuvering. Yes, green everywhere. Oh, it's daytime. See, that's the other problem with night vision. I can't tell when it's finally day. Thank you for letting me know. Oh. No, I'm still gonna need that. Let's finish this wall. Where is wall piece? Here? Okay, I need the window. I can't tell. How can I tell? Till after I've built it. How am I supposed to be able to tell? It's wrong again. Okay. We're gonna go further then. Maybe this one. Oh, nope, hold on. We want to be on this. Alright, let's try that. Is that gonna work? There we go. Okay. Finally. Yeah, there's a bunch of war games I have in my list that I've been meaning to play. Unity of Command I know is a popular one, but quite frankly, I don't really consider it a war game. It's closer to a puzzle game. There's too much of there's 100% a correct move for me. That doesn't really fit war game for me. A box to live in. Okay, I need airlock door. Where's the doors? Doors? Hello, doors? I will take one door, please. Preferably two. Two doors? Two door. Doors. Got them. You just got the RDF LT for War Thunder. Is that little American tank with the rapid fire gun? The one that's almost got like a ported barrel on it and very square? Is it that one? I like having that big lip right there. There we go. That's better. And then I need... Where's my airlock again? Where did I drop it? Where are the doors? Doors! Okay. Glass door, composite door. I think this one technically uses less power or something, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. No. I think it's that it has a higher... This one, the composite door, I believe, has a higher pressure threshold. It won't break as easily. Let's see. Place the two doors facing each other. And let's see. Is this a weld? Yeah, wait. How do you weld plastic? How's that work? I'm waiting for I go place these on, and one of them's gonna be vertical. Oh no. Oh no. No! Are you like this game? Part of the game is fighting the game. Because the game fights you every step of the way. And it's very unfair about it. Well, congratulations on that. Let's see. Okay, that one's got to get torn out. And I need to replace it. Get out of there. Actually, if I go down to that type 1 again, when it was like... Was it like this? I think it was like that. Let's try that. Trying to see if I can use one of the other wall types to guide me on how this one will form. And it looks like I can. Usually plastic is welded sonically together. Oh, interesting. Sonic plastic. The blue hedgehog himself. Made of plastic. This game reminds you of Space Engineers and Planet Crafter if they had a kid. Yes, if they had a kid and that kid was obsessed with pressure equilibriums. Because that's a lot of what this game ends up boiling down to. Is pressure management and air management, different fluids and gases. But the start takes so long to get to that I don't think most people that have ever played this game have ever even gone to that point. I got to the point where I could experiment with it, and I ended up blowing out the back half of my building because I built the pressure too high. It shot me out the back of it probably 300 meters right out into the distance. Oh, solar panel. I'm gonna need that eventually. Not quite right now, but eventually. Oh, wait, I already took the plastic over there. Ooh, this thing. I need this. This is something that you're not really going to learn about, but is very useful. When you're going to set up these on any sort of logic network, it works based on the name that you gave them. And how you select and order things can be very important. So you can use the labeler to change the name of them. But we'll wait on that until I need it. Turn on the night vision. I don't see anything else in here I really need right now. Those. That's what it was. I need this. Okay. What was the next part I need? Crowbar and glass sheets. Nope, those are inside. Grab that, drop that. Installed, and installed. And now I am trapped. So how do I get out? You force it open with a crowbar. And that's it. Is there spiders in this game? It looks scary. No, there are no monsters at all in this game. The only monster that will kill you is yourself and your own failures to consider every possible scientific reason in which you will die. Your greatest enemy is nature. There are no monsters. It can be very unnerving at times, like running out of power, too far from home, having to make sure that things are charged correctly. And it can keep you on edge for those reasons. But there's not going to be any real creepy crawlies jumping out at you. That's not a thing in this game. Alright, let's grab this and relabel these. Airlocks. And toss that on the floor. I'm done with it. Have I ever played Hard Space Shipbreakers? Yes, I have, and I've actually gotten quite far in it. And I really, really love the gameplay. And I could stomach the dialogue stuff if I could just skip it after the first time. But you can never skip it. And therefore, I never bother to play it again. I don't want to have to sit and listen to 2 hours of crap just to play again. No. That's just bad design. What else do I need here? Cereal? No, I'm a robot. I don't need cereal. Oh, I will need those. The air conditioner. That will be important. Consoles and vent. Pipe as well. Do I have space? I do have a spot in here. I can go ahead and throw an item in there so I can pick this one up. But yeah, the dialogue in that game was so tedious, but the gameplay was so good, and it was just frustrating in the end. The closest they ever got to a sandbox mode with it, because I played it recently, was basically being able to progress through the story with anything that would stop you or hurt you turned off. I think that's about the closest I got. And then I think there was a thing at some point where it would let you go into and cut down a ship as a sandbox, but only that ship and only ones that you had unlocked in the main game. It's been a bit since I played, but I think that's how it was set up. I keep getting distracted. I need to put this up. Console. Actually, no. Sensor kit. I need sensor kit. Where is that? Because I need a gas sensor. Nope. That's the airlock. Ah, there it is. Sensor. Jumping in this game is very difficult too because it's physics-based jumping. Once you jump, that's the direction you're moving in. There's no changing it. Physics takes over. Okay, sensor. Where am I going to put this? I want a gas sensor. And I am going to place this... Where do I want this? Maybe on the floor, actually? Oop, nope, not that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right there. Sure. And then a console. I'm going to install this one. Yeah, I think so. Set it like that. Area power controller. This I'm going to place outside. I think it's this way around. Is the on, off? Yep, it is. Okay. Need that one. There are a lot of things you could do in games That would really mess with people if it followed realism. That they would just not be prepared for. In a lot of ways. Okay. Airlock console circuit board goes inside that. I'm going to switch to that, and now the wiring. Goes there. And this should be fine. Is that? No, the power on the side. Okay. Whoop. Okay, okay. I have to stop and think for a second. I'm just gonna hook it all in because I can't be bothered to remember what I need to change out and where. And as long as I just hook up another area power controller, I don't need to worry about it. I can just split the power off in a different direction. So like what I can do is if I have the other one and then I place the power generator in between it. So I would take this and then have it point that direction instead. Done. And then I can place down solar panel, power generator, anything else, and it'll get it working. Vent. Vent go on ceiling. Facing that way. And then pipe. Actually, I'm probably going to want to do that differently. What do I need to get these down? Ah, the wrench. Okay, got it. I'm going to want to do this one. Because the corners I tend to end up using for running the wiring anyway. And you don't need to hook anything to the end of these. There is gas storage that exists within the pipe itself, and it's capped off on the end. So you can kind of use it as a little bit of a storage pipe. And the game's cool with it. Alright, where's the plug-in on that one? Right there. Do I have any lights? Did I even pick up lights? Did I do that? Did I remember to do that? I don't remember if the game starts you with any. Nice. Spent 30 hours in Space Engineers in survival mode building a 2-kilometer long conveyor belt to connect your mega borehole project. It's pretty good. I understand when the need hits and you must dig and build. Small flag. Nice. Just a little flag for all your little flag needs. And I got grow lights. How about some regular lights, please? That would be cool. I'd love some of those. Anything? Did I say boneless? Boneless. It does say boneless. Cereal boxes, now boneless. Okay. Really? Are there no lights? Oh, I guess the game don't really start you with them. That's rough. Yikes. That is rough. Plunk. Put the data disk in. You need the data disk to reprogram consoles when they're completed. The game otherwise will not let you utilize them. I'm gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna make this go right here. Whoop, that's not where I wanted you to go. And I went and did it wrong. This is true. This is true. Most do have bone. Because gelatin is very bony. I think modern gelatin doesn't use as much bone. But the best gelatin still does. Okay, I don't need you no more. And then plug that in. So passive vent, the way that one works is that it's just a vent between two rooms. So when I close this room off, actually close the door, it will see these as two separate rooms, and if there was just a vent between the two, it will attempt to equalize the pressure between those two rooms. Because I'm going to be using an active vent instead, it will turn it on and off to intake or outtake air, depending on the needs of the airlock system here. So let's continue building this. No, I don't need it right there. I can cut that one out. I need this one. There we go. Yeah, I love these kind of games. Taking notes for your upcoming office ventilation project. Yes, yes. Very important. Always good to have good ventilation. You'd be surprised how much it helps. Alright, this one's gonna have to be a 4. Nope, you don't have to be a 4. That is not required of you. That one will be a 3. A 1. Alright, is that everything? Is it all hooked up? Did I actually hook that all up? Is it done? Is that done? God, I hope that's done. I always forget if I've actually hooked everything up. Nope. I need the glass. I gotta put glass on this. And done. All done. AI computing, yep. You don't even need a heating system anymore in your house. Just run a computer doing AI stuff. Boom, done. There's all your heating needs. I don't even have to turn on my space heater. We've had moments where we lost heating for a bit, and so I just played like a really graphically intense game and heated the room back up. That's not connected. Although I suppose neither is this one. Let's open these up. And in the interest of making sure people are aware how it all works, we're going to go ahead and hook it all up. To some generators. Specifically 2. I'm going to put some solar panels on the roof. A solar panel, I guess. And the solid fuel generator that's over here as well. What do we got? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Solar panel and generator. So these are the 2 parts that the game will start you out with. And I'm trying to maintain that I'm just going to use the stuff that the game starts you with so that you could do this on your own. For anybody that cares to. God, that thing chunky. Alright, where's the power port? Right there. It looks like the input is on that side. Okay, I'm probably just going to do it this way then. Hook it into the back. Or if you play SnowRunner, it gets 15 degrees hotter in your room. Yep, it'll do that. 150 degrees coming out of these machines. 80, 90 C. I remember when there were AMD chips that they would hit 100 C. It'll boil water for you. Like that's an intense amount of heat. We should be repurposing this. I should be hooking this stuff back up. I keep getting distracted again. Ooh. Can I get up here? Kind of. Hey, I got up here. It worked. Okay, solar panel. Just like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Alright. The plug is right there. Get that plugged in. Since it is kind of inside the wall, I have to work without absolute knowledge of what I'm even doing, because I can't see where the other stuff is. You get out of the way, pipes. I'm busy. All of you, get out. Go over here. Go over here. I'm doing stuff. You too. You as well. All right, that one. And I think that one... Okay, it'll be simplest if I just go ahead and run past this one. Possibly in the 4 configuration. Oops. And straight on this one. And that one. Oh boy. 2005 motherboards. Yeah, back during all of the counterfeit chips that were going around. Delicious times. There, plugged in. And it's plugged into the solar panel. Now, the only thing left is I need to finish building the solar panel. Because it does not come pre-assembled. You have to build it yourself. Uh-oh. Actually, I might be able to do it from inside, because I can kind of see it. Oh, no. Come on, come on. I'm just trying to get inside, man. I'm just trying to get inside. I can. That works. See, didn't even have to go outside. I remember I had a computer. It was an old... Oh, what was it? It was an AMD... I think it was a K9 processor. It was back when vertical slot processors were a thing. That short amount of time. It was around the time of the Pentium 3, I think. And I had an AMD version of that. And this was before I knew much about computing. So the heat sink, or the fan on the heatsink, had fallen off the processor. And I only knew at the time that the machine was overheating because it was making a beep code. And I look up the beep code and it says machine overheating. So what did I do to solve that problem? I opened up the side of it and stuck a great big box fan next to it. Beeping went away. Solved it. So the way this is supposed to work is the solid fuel generator will take coal that you harvest in the environment. Woof. That's hot. It get hot. Pull a lot of energy. It's like the modern graphics cards setting themselves on fire because they're pulling too much energy. Let's grab some batteries. I gotta put some batteries in these. Just so I can make sure I kind of show how this all works. Whee! Watch him jump. Jump. And a battery for you. And a battery for you. There. And then you hit the big old master switch and click. Everything should start working. Currently, I believe that blinking means it will eventually run out of power because there's no power going into the system. The solar panel is non-operational because, well, it's dark. And this is non-operational because, well, no fuel. The box fan is a great fan. It is one of the cheapest fans you can get, and it is one of the most effective fans you can get. I'm trying to actually find something. I need to turn my night vision on. I mean, the headlamp is great for ambiance, but when I need to actually work, the headlamp works great. I mean, the night vision works better. I'm just looking at that in the distance and thinking how cool that looks. That's pretty cool. Not as cool, but kind of cool. What was I doing? I have a tracking beacon. I don't need that. Yeah, I might need that. It's possible I'll need that. Is that working? It's working. Okay, don't waste your battery. I don't need that happening. All right, so these are both on. They that one's on now. They both have batteries in them. I'm gonna go ahead and shut them up. Well, close them. Then we're going to add a couple more platforms here so I'm not constantly treading on the dirt like that. It's a bit annoying and it's starting to get to me. Nope, that's plastic. Whoop, wrong button. Okay, enough I can reach. That's silly. Just do it right. Oh, fine, I'll go do it right. There we go. Another one off the back, just for good measure. It's all good. Nope, I didn't need to go back in, I just need this. Oh, wow, that would be great. Needs a mod that adds a low battery chirp. I bet you could. This is a highly moddable game. That would be a great mod, honestly. I hate that noise so much. I need to buy some proper 9 volts for them. Because all I've been using is my rechargeables that I have, and they don't last nearly as long as if I just got some industrials. So every couple of months, they just all start going off. Alright, so the next thing to show, I guess, would be grab some fuel so that we can actually run this. The way that works is put that stuff away. Is we're going to close our tool belt. We go to the backpack. And we swap this item, which is a mining belt, to our hand. And then while it is in our hand, we hit hold 6. Oh, yeah, it's hold. Hold the button. Yeah, it is the point of it. And it works so effectively because of it. It makes you pay attention even when you don't want to. Alright, so we stow that away, and then in here we will see a pickaxe and a mining drill. Pickaxe is for little excavate-y, and mining drill is for big excavate-y. But we need to go find some coal wherever it is, because apparently there's coal here. Like there is on the moon in this game, which makes no sense, but roll with it. It's fine. It's cool. It's coal. Coal? Nope. Coal? Nope. How about you? Nope. Oh, oh, oh. This one? This one? Hey, found it. Oh, the cricket noises. The noisemakers. Yep. That's always a good one. That's a classic. Oh, I must have a mod turned on for bigger yields. Also recommended because unless you're playing with friends, very tedious. Incredibly tedious. Okay, where's my base? Over there. This is one reason you have the beacon, and in order to use it, you need to combine a couple pieces of equipment. There's a little tablet in your inventory that you can use that will let you track your location in relation to the beacon. And it will give you a little arrow on your screen that shows you where it is. I'll give you an example. Let's go ahead and dump out this coal. Yep, it can just kind of sit in here. Ain't gonna bother me. Alright, we'll go ahead and equip that. That back in the inventory. We're gonna swap to the tablet. There's no cartridge in it currently, so we're going to switch over to the cartridge for the tracker. The other two that are available are Network Analyzer and Atmos Analyzer. So I'm going to explain them all real quick. The cartridge tracker allows you to follow where this little beacon is when you turn it on, and it will drain your battery. It will. That's just a thing it will do. So be aware of that when you head out, how charged the battery is, because if it runs out while you're out there, your beacon goes down and you won't know where you are. Have fun. The other ones are your network analyzer, and what this does is it will show you everything hooked up to a network. And in this game, a network is any collection of connected wires. Constitutes a network. The Atmos Analyzer is same thing, but pipes and general rooms. And now you know. Let's equip the tracker one. We're going to switch over to this, hit R to open up the inventory inside it. Go to that, swap to that hand, put the cartridge in. There's a lot of buttons to have to click through and get this working, but now it's on. And then I can left click there, and it will tell me, there it is, 2 meters away. Now whenever I walk around, there it is. It'll point me in the direction of it. And as long as it doesn't die, it will continue showing me that. There is one that you can build that is a permanently connected solution later on, but it costs a lot of energy to run for some reason. I have no idea why. Something to do with balancing. I don't get how that's balanced in any way when they try to go realistic with everything else, but hey, it is what it is. Take the cartridge out. Close that. Actually, I suppose I could show the other ones real quick. Let's see that one. Okay, so this one, when I hover over a network, here is cable network 1489. I have not built that many. It's based on a couple of different factors why it names ones that way. So if I go over to this one, you'll see that it's a different cable network because it's not connected to this set of wires. This is a power wiring because I've set it up for 2 power units and they're plugged into power units. And this one is power and data because it's power carrying to all of these pieces, plus handling the data connection between them. But whenever I am on a piece, I can see everything that is in there, whether or not it is powered, how much energy it is currently using, how much energy it could use. Click. So let's take that one out. We'll swap this one in. Once you play a little bit, getting through your inventory becomes a lot easier, but it is difficult first starting out. Okay, so in room 17, which I am currently in, room 16, and in the world, this will tell me a composition of the atmosphere around me, which is currently sitting at mostly carbon dioxide and a little bit of the various others. Doesn't really change much between them because there's no actual difference between them. I'm gonna go ahead and put that away. It's on. No, turn that off. Yeah, in that short amount of time it was on, it used up 3%. It lasts for a bit, but it doesn't last forever. Especially if you were out on a long expedition of getting stuff. It's one of those things, again, where playing with a group of friends would make it significantly easier because you could communicate back to them and say, hey, will you turn the beacon on? I'm heading back. And then they would go and make sure the beacon was working. Let's go put some coal in this and get it working. How do I start it? Ah, right there. There. And so it's going to output pollution into the world, which... okay. And generate power that's going to go into both of these. And now I should be able to begin turning these on. I hope this works. Okay. I'm going to need some atmosphere. Aha, there we go. The easiest way to get atmosphere early in the game is this. Ice. Because ice is just gases that are very cold. That's all. So we're going to dig up some of the cold ice. I don't know what kind this is. It don't matter. I'm a robot. I don't need to breathe it. I just need the pressure. Room could just be full of nitrogen for all I care. Oh, there's another. And you can dig fairly far. I have a couple of maps that I went a bit further on before things went very bad, where, you know, I built an elevator system, things like that in the environment to go further down into the planet. I'm not sure how deep I can go. I didn't make it that far. Okay, so I can take these and drop them. And because it is warmer than 0, they will begin to melt. It is oxygen by the looks of it. That's not great. And because these are not actually hooked up yet, I can operate them manually, which is good. I can make sure that this room gets up to pressure. Oxygen is bad for you. Yeah, it's funny though. The thing that you need the most when it comes to space is not the oxygen, it's the removal of carbon dioxide. That's the thing that will get you. Is not being able to scrub the carbon dioxide out. Yeah, no sparky. Yeah, you don't want that. Oxygen rich, not a good time. All right, we are currently at 39 kilopascals. Let's drop another. Let that temp build back up. What's the temperature in here? It says it's at 0. At 65, 70. I'm going to leave it about that. That should be fine. Any more than 100 and it risks destroying this room. In fact, I need to release a bit of that because that was getting awfully close. All right, open, close. Okay. We turn this on, and we need to pick vent, gas sensor. Gas sensor, outer airlock, inner airlock. And then we turn off the system, take the disk out, turn the system back on, and now the room will pressurize. It will turn on this active vent and pull air from the vent that it is connected to, or the pipe that it's connected to, until it reaches the pressure needed, as dictated by this sensor. And eventually it will get there. There we go. All done. All right, so I'm going to swap this back out. Put that back in my inventory. Put that away. Back to this. What else is there I should cover? I guess I sit and wait for a second while this opens up. There we go. That is finished generating. It ran out. Coal does not last long. And I don't believe the game sets you up with the pipes for moving items yet. I think you have to make those yourself. There is a lot of other things to get set up for habitability by a human. To get it to the point where a robot can survive is fairly easy. You just need regular power. Your 5 button there is your power that you have. And you even get a little battery charger that you can put in the environment to charge a single battery at a time out in the wild. Waiting on trucks to build your quay in Captain of Industry. I've been working on the new island that they added. Trying to link some of the big flat areas. And just massive earthworks of ramps. Carve a whole ramp right up the side of a mountain. No battery charger. Add this to the room. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait to go inside. It takes so long for that airlock to cycle. I'm better off grabbing the items and tossing them in there first. And then dealing with the rest once I have them in there. Nope. Oh, this one's empty. Portable generator and cables. Portable generator? What is this for? Why would I need this? How does this work? What in the world is that? Oh, it's this thing. I know what this is. Okay. It sucks is what it is. No, it's not that bad. It's not fantastic, though. But what it is a little platform, and you can attach these devices to them. These are a portable version of various other devices. This one apparently is for power. I'm not really sure why it's portable. It kind of makes it hard to do much with it. But the way it works is you drop it on the pad, and then you got to use your crowbar, I think it is, and secure it to the pad. Where's my crowbar? Wrench required. Connect. There. See? Are you freaking kidding me? Really? I swear. What is with this? The game must think it's funny. I guess we'll do it this way. I can stomach this way. We'll go with that. There. Happy? Now it's secured down and good. Maybe I'll play some Captain of Industry tomorrow so I can show off my build. It looks ridiculous. But I do love how the piping and stuff all begins to route together, and I just love the look of the game. I think it conveys the look of Industry so much better than most of the games I've played. What is this thing? Insulated canister. Fuel. Oh, I know what that is. It's for me to stick in one of these. I put a gas canister in there and then burn it. Why is that blue? I feel like that symbol should really not be blue. That makes me think I gotta cram water into it. I know that ain't it. Yeah, I could put a battery in it. This one's not doing anything. Actually, I could hook the auto lathe up. Let's do that. I'll hook up the auto lathe. Auto lathe. This is a big machine that uses a lot of power, and it's one of the main things you use for building the stuff in the game. And the arc furnace is used to be very, very expensive way of getting materials. I am not hooking that thing up. It's not that great. Okay, unhook that. Take that back. Really? You can do that? Sure. There you go. Better? Feel better about that? Is there another battery over here? I don't know if there is. I don't know if the game gives you a spare. I don't think it does. I have one in my tablet I could steal. Oh, I think the spare I put in my headlamp, didn't I? Maybe. I don't remember. I'm not seeing anything. I doubt the fire extinguisher has one. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I do have fuel. Fuel tank. Come with me. We may have need of you. You can sit right here. Perfect for you. Well, I guess I'm just going to spawn a battery then. Plonk, plonk. Alright. Plug that in. Cool. Toss that in. Also cool. Turn that on. I don't know if you can actually control how it uses that gas, though. I think it's automatic. Autoclave would be more fun in the high oxygen environment. Yeah, I suppose that's one definition of fun. You can also heat up the environment a little bit by using your torch, the welding torch. It will distribute heat into the environment. Just by leaving it on. It eventually makes it warm. And eventually it will open. There we go. I'm just going to leave it on for a bit. Let it warm up. We'll get it up to a nice balmy... It was 6. There we go. Pick that up. Don't need that there. Set it down. Can live right there. Then I need the autoclave. Where did I put that? It's in here? There it is. Oh, it's big. Sure, good enough. I'm cool with it being there. Is that fine? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That one goes there. This one goes here. And that one. Done. Where'd I put those? There they are. Got them. The one left over. What else do I need? I think it's... Is it this thing and... plastic? Iron. Where's my iron sheets? Do I not have any in here? I don't know if I have any in here. Oh, there they are. Staring me right in the face. Like, what am I, a joke to you? 4 cable coils. Okay, got that. Picked up that one that was laying around. Next is plastic sheets and the welder. I guess. Welding torch and 2... Oh, plastic sheets. Whoops. Wrong thing. Alright, that part's done. And then I think I gotta use glass to finish it. Is that what it is? Screwdriver. I need the screwdriver to finish it. Done. Autoclave. Auto-lathe. Auto-lathe, not clave. Yeah, similar thing. Sure. Okay. And on? Yeah, I can run these at the same time. You can come in here. Actually, you can plug in right there. Battery charger. Just plug your batteries in. 1 and 2. Any more? Nope. Nope. Okay, so this would be about where you would get set up with all of the starting equipment that you would need. And so we can go to here and we'll go to find recipe. And I want a light because I have no lights. Requires iron, copper, and silicon. I don't have those. So lights are not going to happen right now because I need to go out and acquire those materials. But once I did, I would put those in the smelter, turn them into the raw materials, and then the raw materials get dumped in here. And then it uses those to build things. Where's I going? What was the parts it needed? Iron, copper, silicon. Alright. Let's try real quick and see if we can find those. How difficult it might be to get them. One of the other things I'm going to go for is I think that there is a shelf over here somewhere. Like a buildable shelving unit. Mining supplies, that's not it. Portable air conditioner, no. Container mounts, locker. That one. So we want the locker. Just going to drop that in there. And I need to hook this up then. I guess I'll hook it up to that one. Is that fine? Yeah, screw it. It's fine. Oop, that way. That's the way. What? Apparently that's too close. Whoa. Well, that helps. Extra vision. correct? Yep, okay, I think that's correct. I don't think that's hooked up inside yet. No, definitely not. It's not doing anything. Whoops. It would help if I actually hooked it up. Usually does. Wild. Crazy thought. You know, when you actually do thing, it does thing. Whoa, who'd have guessed? Okay, that in there. Into this. I'm gonna dump this oxide. I don't need it right now. Well, not quite dump it. I just don't need to be holding it. What? Okay. You guys do you, I guess. Alright then. Moving on. That is this. What is this? Nitrous. Nitrice? What? Yeah, cobalt. Coal. Don't need that. I need copper. Where's that distinct green of copper? Ah, there we go. Grab a bit of this. Well, where's the rest of it? Is that all? There it is. A little bit more. Yeah, the digging part makes me want to play Space Engineers more. Because I think that game does that a little better. Honestly, I would call it the weakest part of this game, is this aspect. I really think they need to come up with a better way to handle it. Okay, now silicon. Where is that? Gotta find it. Gotta find it. Is that uranium? What's this red one? Volatiles. Well, that's real specific. Iron. Uh-huh. 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 Lead. Iron. Any day now, game. And my jetpack. This one. Nope, that's not it. That's more iron. Nope, still not it. Still not it. I don't remember how to make silicon. Maybe it's not done that way. Maybe it's from something else. From... what? Wait, can you just not get it without dealing with that thing? It seems really strange. Keep something as basic as lighting from the user for this reason. There's some really odd design choices. Like, there's so much to love about the game, but there's little weird bits like that that just don't really feel right. Anyway, I'm gonna open this up, jam that in. That's active. Turn this on, and at least show how this works. No, after I go plug it in. Oh, and you can also cycle the airlock by just using the door. It will automatically send the signal to the console and run the process. Is there a little speaker in this? I want there to be a little speaker now. I want to put like elevator music in here. Do 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 do. I'm gonna be waiting forever anyway. Come on, hurry up. Done. Okay. I need to hook this up to that. Take that, and that. Done with that. Good, got it. Not what I meant to do. And now I can go outside and do this. Actually, I'm going to grab some coal as well to put in the other machine. The generator. I mean, I suppose I have the other generator running. Kaboom! Oh no, it hurried up too much. Oh no! Slowly draining the pressure on that. Then I can activate that. It gets all glowy, heats up, and then it's gonna spit little copper ingots straight out the side. Where you going, buddy? Get back here. You not want to go in the furnace? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You can sit and wait right there. Don't you try and escape again. Alright, that's still got a little bit to go. Oh, I got this. How is it getting energy from coal in a pressure-free environment? My guess would be that it artificially pressurizes this chamber. That would be my best guess. You've also got the fun of if you just throw the canister at stuff, it will make a big boom. If I remember correctly, you can just smack it. Maybe I'll do after I show this. These are mine now. Yeah, I was gonna open this thing. Unpack. What do I got in my hand? Container mount. Oh yeah, these things are for mounting those containers that you originally get. You can kind of hook them to a bunch of different surfaces. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I thought you could hook them to the walls. I for certain thought you could hook them to the walls. I guess not. Anyway, that's what that's for. It gives you kind of a spot to put things. You can attach your containers to them. You can just sit there. What else is there? What's this? Lockers. Okay, this is the thing that I needed. Just build it right there on the edge. It's a little precarious, but it's fine. It's all good. Give me a place to stow all this junk at least. Wait a minute, I can charge from this. Where is it? Hold on. I might need this inside. Oh, come on. Come with me. Yeah. You wait right there, okay? I'll be right with you. Is that done? Is that done? Where'd my ingot go? Where's my ingot? Just spit it off the side. There, 50G of copper ingot. And then we can go and put that into the auto lathe, and it will use it for anything it makes. How much coal is in there right now? Why can't I see how much it has? Nope, that doesn't say. Oh, well, I guess it's fine. It's good. It's perfect. It's just working. Yep. Nothing wrong at all. You can go back in there for now. I've got your friend instead. A microwave. Neat. And wait, egg cartons? It's fine, it's fine. Just let me in. There. And now it has 50G of copper in there to make stuff with. I'm not sure there's anything I can actually make with just copper. Most of the stuff requires iron. Maybe wire? Wire might only require copper? Yeah, it totally does. You wait. Alright, bring this in. All good. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to test something out. Let's see how this works. So, this is probably about as far as you'll get before you need to start really just going, grabbing resources, pumping them into here, get the auto lathe printer mod so that you can build more things, upgrade this to Mark II. Energy requirements begin to scale considerably. It's a lot to do. If you have a group of people to play with, do that. It's good. I recommend. You know? Because you just never know when you might make a really poor choice. And just have things go horribly, horribly wrong. A bit like that. I can't see. What is happening? This room is a fireball. Help, help. I can't get out. Whoa! Well, there we go. Launched straight into the sky. Explosive decompression. I think my room's on fire. Oh, no, no. It looks like it's going out on its own. It's cool. It's cool. It's all good. It's fine. There's a great big hole in the roof, but it's all good. It's fine. Oh, no. Not my solar panel. Come on. Let me in. I gotta check the damage. Oh, wow, it cleaned everything up. Look at that. Nice and clean. Clean floor. Clean walls. Everything broke. But I think that's gonna be everything for tonight. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you all had a good time. If you like this game, leave a like and subscribe, all that stuff, and I will play it in the future if there's enough requests. So until then, take care everyone. And goodbye.